know. So we're gonna talk about it. This redemption card, URL's redemption card. Let's talk about it. So the URL's redemption 2 goes down February the 18th in ATL. It's another app exclusive event. Now, for the people for who pay for the URL app, and you pay your $7.99 a month. Yes, we get the app exclusive events like weeks after these events happen. But I did see something about URL supposed to be making it that there's a way that if you pay for the app that you can see these app exclusive events. Waiting to hear more information about that. That's what I'm waiting on. Now, let's talk about the card. We're gonna talk about this card because at least 2 battles on this card had some issues with them. 2 battles on the card. Starting with the bottom. Swamp versus Clean Paper. Swamp versus Clean Paper initially isn't a battle that I would say I need to see, but has potential to be a great battle. It does. It has potential to be a great battle. Swamp's in the contention for champion of the year. Like some people have Swamp in their top 5, top 3 for champion of the year. You know, he had a good year. Arguably beat Tay Rock, beat Arsenal, and unfortunately he ended his year with a loss. He did. He unfortunately ended his year with a loss because he ended up losing to the Saga on the outside card. You know, but aside from that, Swamp had a great year. He went from not being talked about to everybody talking about, everybody wanting to battle him, everybody talking about him. That's how you're supposed to do it. Turn it around when you go from not being talked about to talked about a lot to being in people's top 5 for champion of the year. This is how you know Swamp was working last year. He went from not being talked about to being talked about in top 5 for champion of the year. He's battling Clean Paper. Clean Paper had a solid year last year. He did. He battled Ease for URL final exams. He battled Stumbles for Civil War 3. He just battled Ace for the outside card. Day 1, I believe it was. There was some issues with him and Ace with their battle. But aside from that, he also battled Reed Dollars. He battled A Ward. Like, he had solid performances last year. Like, granted, a lot of people want to say Clean Paper don't show up when it matters. That's what people want to say. Clean Paper doesn't show up when it matters the most. I don't agree with that. Because in all of the battles that I've watched, as far as when he started back really being booked, he stepped up to the plate. He's having great showings. He's coming through rounds. He's not running off with deposits as people were saying. The Ace battle hasn't dropped, but the rumblings and everything about what went down and everything, it seemed like it ruined their battle. I still want to see it. I think Swamp and Clean Paper is going to be a good battle. I'm going Swamp 2-1. I'm going Swamp 2-1 over Clean Paper. I am. But I know Clean Paper is going to have 3 rounds, and he's going to want to have a good performance after what just happened with the Ace battle. I'm pretty sure when we see him versus Swamp, he's going to want to have a good performance. Then we talk about the first controversial battle that's on this Redemption 2 card. Shotgun Suge versus K Slade. Now, with the whole exposing thing with Tay Rock, everybody said that K Slade wouldn't get booked again. Long and behold, he's booked again. And even in his interviews, he was saying, "Oh, he got a battle coming up. He got a battle coming up." I don't think anybody predicted K Slade to be booked this quick. You know, clearly, whatever the situation is, URL clearly is not caring too much because he's an investment for them. So even with K Slade versus Tay Rock, they battled. It didn't go too far left. They got the objective done. That was the main thing for the battle. They accomplished the objective, which was the battle. If you're going by how the URL app has it, it has K Slade beating Tay Rock. And if you ask some fans based off the rapping, K Slade beat Tay Rock. Some people feel as though Tay Rock beat K Slade. Some people think it was a 1 round body with the first round with Tay Rock doing the exposing with the paperwork. It's a lot of different things that play into that battle. And then, like, Suge taking K Slade, it's like, okay, why is Suge taking him? But then again, somebody had to take K Slade. That was the thing. I knew he was going to be booked again. I knew it. I knew he was going to be booked again. So it's like, cool. He's booked again. The fans are not going to like the fact that K Slade is going to continue to get booked. You could call him a rat. You could call him a this, a that, and the third. But URL sees K Slade as an investment. That's all it comes down to. He's an investment for them. And they've invested a lot in K Slade, so they're going to still put him out and book him because fans still want to see K Slade no matter what they believe with this whole situation with the paperwork. People still want to see him. So we're going to see how much more we see K Slade. Like, Suge is a perfect person to battle K Slade. He's not going to want to fight him. He's going to be aggressive with him. And he's bigger than K Slade. So even if K Slade like tries to bump or anything, he ain't going nowhere. But I'm pretty sure Suge's gonna talk about some things with K Slade. He is. That's gonna be a good battle. It is. As soon as that battle got announced, K Slade did some interviews. I think he did 3 Letterman, and he was talking about Suge probably got some bars from all his friends or something like that. He said. Like, and then Suge commented about it on Twitter, saying that he's just basically K Slade's just saying anything at this point. Now, my thing to this is, Suge, you're top 5, top 3 for most for champion of the year last year. You ended your last year on back-to-back wins, Averb and Danger Zone. You taking K Slade, some people are going to wonder, why are you taking him? Why are you taking him? Does it really make sense for you taking K Slade? But you understand the business side, that he's an investment. He hasn't been beaten. The controversy around him is going to sell the battle in itself, that you don't have to promote the battle. So that's something else to consider also. But everybody has an opinion of K Slade. And if you're the type of person how I am, yes, I understand how people are going to talk about the street part of it. And there's going to be some that only care about the battle raps part of it. If we take the exposing part away from K Slade, he's undefeated. And he's a new guy that is making a name for himself. He's making a name for himself. He beat Stumbles. I had him losing to Ryder. In my opinion, I had him losing to Ryder. The whole controversy with the Tay-Rock battle, that just ruined that battle. And then now he's battling Suge. And quite frankly, does he deserve Shotgun Suge? Some will say yes, some will say no. He's undefeated. He's not getting these certain matchups. Oh, he beat Big T. That was the other person he beat. Like, Kay Slade is not getting these matchups because. If you're talking about just his talent, he's very talented. He's very talented, and people want to see him. And they're going to want to see him against Shotgun Suge because they're going to want to know, one, what is Suge going to say to him? And two, the fans are going to want to know, what is Kay Slade got to say after this whole ordeal with the exposing with Tay-Rock? Like, everybody believes what they believe as far as that situation. And he still got booked. So, do you blame the fans, the media, Smack, that Kay Slade still got booked, and the drama that surrounds him? Or is Smack smart to book him and let the controversy sail with him? Like, Tay-Rock's it wasn't an easy match. Shotgun Suge's not an easy match the way he's been rapping. So, this is another test for Kay Slade, if we're going to be honest. It's another test for him. If we're going to be honest, I'm going Suge. I'm going Suge to beat Kay Slade 2-1. Unless, like, Kay Slade can beat Suge, but it's like the way that Suge's been rapping and performing, do I think he's going to let Kay Slade and everything that's the drama with him stop him? No. I got Shotgun Suge 2-1. Shotgun Suge 2-1 in a good back and forth battle. I don't expect no extra with their battle. I expect them to just get out there and settle it with the bars, That's all I expect. Suge already said he's not promoting this battle. You really don't need to. That Kay Slade do all the work for this one. Because a lot of people feel he ain't deserved you anyway. So let him do the promotion. Let him do the promotion with the battle. Let him promote his life away with this battle. T-Top versus Loso. I could have sworn T-Top versus Loso was supposed to have been happening. I could have sworn that. T-Top versus Loso was supposed to have happened before on another card. Maybe I'm tripping, but I could have sworn that was the case. But last time we seen Loso was the Tink the Demon battle. He beat Tink the Demon, He 30 Tink the Demon in that battle. That's last battle we seen Loso. And I did not personally enjoy that battle. Because Tink the Demon just steadily called Loso gay and, about him being a Christian, this, that, and the third. That's all he kept saying for 3 rounds. Whereas, like, Loso had the moment with the I walk by faith, whatever line against Tink, and he threw his crutches. Because, mind you, he messed up his knee. So, he was on crutches, but he was able to create a moment with that. T-Top, the last big stage battle he had was Tay-Rock, and Tay-Rock got him out of it. Then he battled Holmesy the God for light work. He beat Holmesy. He was rapping how we love. Like, he was giving us that street talk that the fans love from T-Top. And he just seemed more comfortable than he did in the battle with Tay-Rock, And then this past weekend, he battled Real Name Brandon. Mind you, that was not a battle I really wanted to see. Real Name Brandon, we ain't seen him since he battled, was it Suge? That was the last time we seen Real Name Brandon? And then they come back and get T-Top? I don't see how. But whatever. Sounded like it was a good battle from like the little things I've seen on Twitter and stuff. That seemed like it was a good battle. I don't know. I'm going T-Top 2-1 versus Loso. I really don't know what Loso can really say to T-Top. But it's so many things that T-Top can say to Loso. I expect T-Top to have a really good performance. Hopefully Loso's good to perform after, having the surgery and everything with his knee. That he has no issues. Then you got the rescheduled battle of Geechee Gotti versus Jay Mills. I'ma just say it. Nobody wants to see Geechee Gotti versus Jay Mills. But Geechee. Geechee wants to battle these legends for whatever reason, and he got Jay Mills. Not a battle the fans want to see. If Jay Mills was going to battle, I would have preferred he battled somebody else. Like, Jay Mills has improved since he come back. From the K-Shine battle to the, what was it, Jay Murda. Like, as he battled more, he improved. But still, I don't know if it's enough to beat Geechee, though. Honestly. And then it's like, what can Jay Mills say to Geechee? What you really got to say to Geechee, though? This is my thing. If Jay Mills' first round don't hit, it could be a long night for him up there against Geechee. Geechee's definitely a fan favorite. We all know that. The fans love Geechee. But let's be for real. Geechee's gonna street talk him, use this. You ain't had a good battle since you've been back. You a legend for what? Like, these are some of the things that Geechee's gonna tell him in this battle. But I don't think anybody really wanted to see Geechee versus Jay Mills, but Geechee. Like, last time we saw Geechee was him losing to Murda Mook on Homecoming. And then when Geechee and Jay Mills was initially supposed to battle, Geechee was sick. I think that was during the I think it was Civil War 3. Was it Civil War 3 that he was supposed to battle? Or somewhere around that time. And it didn't happen. So the anticipation for this battle is not going to be the same. Only thing they can do is give their rap and make the fans want to really watch this battle. Jay Mills say he's been following battle rap and how things have changed and stuff like that. I want to see it. I want to see it when he battles. You know, the punchlines, the wordplay, the scheming, the stuff like that. The double entendres, the freestyle, the rebuttals. Like, you're used to freestyling, J Mills. I know that. But you got to be able to freestyle and make it hit with a crowd, with a stage, and being on stage in front of 1,500, 2,000 people. It's not the same as being in New York and battling. It's really not the same now. I got Gaethje 2-1 in a 2-1 in an okay battle. Like I said, if J Mo's first round doesn't hit, it's gonna be a long night for him. It's going to be a long night for him. Then you got another rematch. You got a rematch. Charlie Clips versus Danny Myers. Charlie Clips versus Danny Myers is a rematch. I think the first time they battled on black ice, and let Danny tell it he beat Clips then. I don't remember the battle to really say. But let's talk about Clips' last battle was Calico. And I didn't like the performance. I didn't like the performance for Clips. He was too busy worried about Calico supposedly talking through his rounds. And he kept saying about it. And we didn't see Calico talking through your rounds. So that was a little crazy to me. You know, I need to see more focused Charlie Clips. Written freestyles, rebuttals. Guess which room I'm in. Like moments, jokes. All the things that the fans love you for, Charlie Clips, I need to see that in this battle with Danny Myers. Danny's going to write. He's going to freestyle. He's going to rebuttal. He's going to have energy. He's going to perform. It's just who has the better material is going to determine who wins this battle. For me, it's 2-1 either way with Charlie Clips versus Danny Myers. 2-1 either way. It's just about what hits with the crowd and what doesn't hit with the crowd. You know, Clips does very well on a stage. He does. He does very well on the stage. I don't know if caffeine was really a good thing for Clips, because I could say the same thing with him battling. Was it Geechee? Like, he just don't seem the same in a caffeine setting versus being on stage with the fans and the crowd and can like feed off that energy. He don't seem the same. Like I said, 2-1 either way with Charlie Clips and Danny Myers. Hopefully the rematch is better than the original. You know, I'm not even sure how many years ago the first battle happened. But it has to be a while because Black Ice, you don't hear about Black Ice now. So it has to be a nice amount of years, at least probably 5 or more years since that battle, probably. And then the other controversial battle, which is the main event for this card, John LaDon versus Chef Trez. I guess controversy sells because initially when this battle dropped that they were going to battle, John immediately said, "I'm not under contract to do a battle." That's immediately what he said when the announcement came out. And then I find it strange also, this battle's February the 18th. He's battling on his league bullpen February the 11th. You know, it's enough time in between. But I've never known John to kind of like battle that close together. So this has been a matchup in the making for some years, brewing for some years. John versus Chef Trez. You know, I've been hearing like the last couple of years, Chef Trez wants to battle John. Chef Trez wants to battle John. Going back to like the spit that heat days. Like Chef Trez has been doing his thing since he's been back on URL. Beat None, teamed up with None for the 2-on-2. Chef Trez has always been a good battler. You know, just prior to like when he was on URL, he wasn't on URL, then he's back on URL. So, you know, everybody kind of goes through a cycle and then ends up back on URL. So it's really hard to say with that one. But John has to show and prove. Last time we seen John was surf kicking his ass, basically. That's the last time we seen John. We haven't seen John since. He won the surf battle and surf kicked his ass. That's the last time we seen John. He gotta come back and kill something. He got to. You ain't gonna let surf kill you and then you don't come back and battle for this long. And then Chef Trez wants to battle you, so it's even more at stake for you to have a great performance. Like Chef Trez can freestyle, rebuttal, 3 of them things, and he can mix his writtens within it. So that's the crazy part with him in the writing. But when John has his back against the wall, that's usually when John has a really good performance. Like, I got this battle. Big battle of the night. John versus Chef Trez is going to be battle of the night for Redemption 2. It's going to be battle of the night. It is. I have it being battle of the night. I do. For many reasons. That has their own little story that goes along with it. It has its own story with it. And that's what people are going to want to see. You know, a lot of people feel the way about that being the main event. I don't understand why. I don't see an issue with that being the main event. Some other things. As far as battle rap. I see that She Happens mentioned some people he wanted to battle. He mentioned Emerson Kennedy, Ease, Danny Myers, and Hansel. I really think She Happens versus Emerson Kennedy definitely could be a fire battle. I need it in a small room because I want to hear the bars with that battle. Like, if that can happen on URL and on like Caffeine, or She Happen goes to LA to do it on Westworld, that'd be fire. How they've been doing their battles. But that is a battle that I don't need the crowd messing up that battle, because I want to stand there. I want to be able to hear every last bar, because it's going to be a lot of great bars that are going to come between the two of them. I always say it. I've always said it. Whether people like Emerson Kennedy or not, he's always had a pen. He's always had a unique pen and pens it very well. Like, She Happens is very unorthodox as far as like how he raps and performs his bar and delivers his bars. But he's always been dope. And I said the more and more he battles, people are going to see how good he is as a battler. And they're gonna, you know, be more keen and want to listen and adjust to his style. Some people gonna like him, some people are not. But when it comes to battle rap and who has bars, Emerson Kennedy, She Happens gonna give you a great battle. That would be a great battle. I need that where I can hear the bars. Like whenever URL has another caffeine event, if that's to happen, which I'm hearing potentially March, I would love for She Happens versus Emerson Kennedy to be on that. That would be like a good situation for that battle. Um, she versus Ease. Um, she's unorthodox, like I was saying, and performs and delivers very well. Ease punches. He punches very well. He got that slow flow with it. Um, Same thing with their battle. I would want it where I can hear what they're gonna say, and the crowd is not gonna mess up the battle. Caffeine situation, or maybe even a um, super flight or another app exclusive event. You know, like some of these matchups, I need to hear the bars, and it's not ruined by the crowd. Um, Him and Danny Myers, you know, Danny, brings the energy, performance, freestyle, rebuttal. Like he has his own set of things that he does. She has his own unique, unorthodox set of things that make him. I think him and Danny together would be a very interesting battle. It would be. It would be a very interesting battle for sure. The parallel universe meets trophies. That's basically what that would be. And a great battle. Um, Sheed and Hansel. Hansel's done very well. Hansel's done very well. 30 in steams. He 30 steams. I had Ease beating Hansel, but he had a great performance. You know, Ease continues to show why he's basically one of the newer faces of the West. He continues to show it. Like he keeps having great performances. Like when I talk about the West and I talk about like the newer talent, Fate, Hansel. Those are two names that I'm automatically thinking of when I think of the West. The newer guys of the West. Fate, Hansel, Primo, Royalty, next. Like if you were doing a five, those will be the five far as the West that are really making like doing their thing and putting on for the West. Um like those are all good battles for She'd Happen. They are good battles, honestly. And I would be here for these battles. Um Swervo says he wants RX for Kings vs. Queens 4. I would be here for that matchup. I would. Um, I would like to see it on Kings versus Queens, but even if it doesn't happen on Kings versus Queens, light work would be the other option for that battle. Like we've only seen RX once far as URL, and that's versus Yoshi, and I have Yoshi beating her. But she had a good performance, you know. Um Swervo's been doing his thing. He's been doing this thing. He had his breakout performance this past weekend, battling Cortez. They said he had an amazing performance versus Cortez. The battle has not dropped yet, but this is just the chatter and everything from folks that have been at the event. This is that Swervo had his breakout performance. Mind you, he battled Tay Rock for light work. Tay Rock gave him a shot. He then battled. Who was the Swervo battle? He just battled Cortez. That was a battle he wanted, and he got Cortez. They saying he got Cortez out of there. Which is like it's not surprising, but it is surprising. Swervo also called out Danny Myers. That would really be a test for Swervo. He would have to step it up. Like Danny freestyles and rebuttals. So that, if you can get Cortez out of here, you can have a solid performance with Tay Rock. I'm not even going to say you can't make it debatable with Danny Myers or have another breakout performance. I'm not going to say that because we've seen it happen. When we count certain people out, they show and prove every time. So I'm definitely not going to say that. Jack Boy basically spoke on the whole K-Shine situation and basically said that contract's canceled. That battle's not going to happen. The fans wanted to see the battle. It's not going to happen. Cool. He did call out Arsenal. Not personally a battle that I'd be like, I gotta see, but I'd be interested in seeing it. Like Arsenal has lost to Swamp recently. He lost to KCJ and Lightwork. Arsenal needs a good performance and a win after losing to them. Like next time I see Arsenal, I need Arsenal on the stage really rapping and prepared. Like I don't think Ars would take Jack Boy and not be prepared. I don't think he would. I think he would want to have a good performance. Last Jack Boy battle I watched was. What's the last Jack Boy battle I watched? Him and Flames I watched. Jack versus Lou Castro. I know he got a more recent battle than those on URL. Him and Chess I watched. And there's another battle he's had more recent than those that I know I watched. Like, Jack not asking for battles that he feels he just going like that with. He not asking for those type of battles. But I'm here for that. Hitman said he would kick Ill Will's ass. Now, Hitman is saying this after watching Ill Will versus Hollow the Dawn battle on Saturday for the Divide and Conquer card for RB. He was in the building. I'm hearing a lot of 2-1s either way with it. And it was a really good battle. Ill Will versus Hollow Dawn was a really good back and forth battle. I had Ill Will 2-1. I'm not mad at anybody who says Hollow 2-1. I'm not. It was a really good back and forth battle. I got what I expected in that battle. Rosenberg said he's the best at RBE. I'm not mad at that. Like, you beat A Ward, you beat Show Off, you beat Jag this past Saturday. Like, every time somebody's thrown at you, you arise to the occasion. Like, and you're saying you're trying to be humble. You can't be humble when if you feel you the best at RBE, you the best at RBE. You can feel that way. You can feel that way. And I don't think anybody really too much is going to dispute it. You know? Probably the newer people, some of the newer people might feel away with that statement. But aside from that, I don't see too many disputing you with it. I don't see too many disputing you. Like when I think about RBE, I automatically think Rosenberg Raw, Show Off, J Murder. And now Caution and Pain. Pain's the new face of the new wave, like he calls it. So you can't mention RBE and not mention Rosenberg Raw. You can't. That's just what you can't do. Because he's basically battled everybody when they were somebody as far as RBE. Show Off, J Murder, Snake Eyes, Jag. Like him and Jag was talking real crazy. And I thought Jag was going to come and have a consistent performance because you had a consistent performance with Show Off. But that wasn't the case. So that's crazy to me. Jack Boy versus True Foe. I would be here for that battle. I really would be. Like, y'all both got that energy. Y'all gonna talk that talk. Y'all gonna perform. I really would be here for that battle. Don't make a difference for me what card it's on. I would hope it's on a card that we're gonna get that we can see on Caffeine though. That's all I would hope for. True Foe has been on his game. He's been on his game. He just recently battled Av for the outside card. Before that he battled O-Red. I had O-Red beating him, but he had a good performance that it has replay value with that battle. That would be a battle I would look forward to. If it is, it's a battle I would look forward to seeing. Who else? Evan Fons called out New Jersey twerking Rob Nitty for Double Impact. I'm game for that. I really am game for that. Evan Fons did good when they battled Keishan Lou Castro. Two punchers versus two guys that are really good at performing and had really good moments. But Twerk and Rum are totally different. Like, Rum is an alien. Like, that's the punch god. Like, Rum punches crazy. Twerk comes up with some of the craziest bars that it's like, how he come up with that? How he think of that? And then he could perform too. So, I don't know. That's the matchup you guys want. Y'all punch, but it's like Twerk can do the bars and the performance, which can make some of their bars even crazier. But Double Impact's and like that's going to be an interesting card. You got so many people that are trying to team up together. So Flair Stone and Foots called out John and Don and DNA because they're like the gatekeepers, PG killers, and you can even put Suge in that category too. If you've ever seen Flair Stone and Foots together performing, then they are great 2-on-2 team. If you haven't watched them, Go to OSBL, Our Society Battle League, and see Foots. So Flair Soul and Foots versus, I believe it's Business and Zeke. That's the 2-on-2. And you can get a feel for how they are as a 2-on-2. They're entertaining separately. They're really good together. But John and DNA are not regular. They're not regular. DNA freestyles, rebuttals. He can go no gun bar DNA. John, yeah, he can multiple choice you. He can flip your bars. You really don't know what John's gonna bring for you. So I don't know, but I would never count Flair Soul Foots out if they're calling out John DNA. I would rather see them 1-on-1 versus them. You know, if that can happen and they decline doing a 2-on-2, I wouldn't mind it that way. I would take it that way too. First Lady Flames called out chess for Kings versus Queens. I like it. They gonna talk that talk. But I need to know chess is going to be prepared and show up. Mind you, only other female chess's battle is Tori Doe. You saw what he did to Tori Doe. We saw what he did to Tori Doe. He got Tori Doe out of there. But First Lady Flames ain't Tori Doe. They would have a fire back and forth. So I'm hoping it gets booked for Kings versus Queens. This one also what's interesting is that I could have sworn Shotgun Suge and Shuni was supposed to team up for Double Impact, but now it's Suge and Hustle. So now Suge wants to battle Shuni the Rapper for Kings versus Queens 4. I'd be here for it, you know. I would be here for it. Suge, I've never seen Suge battle a female. So I would like to see how he goes about that. Shuni's battled a couple of men, so she might have the upper hand with that one. But I'd be here for it though. Av called out Calico and Hollow the Dawn. Now, Av and Hollow don't have no beef, no issues, nothing. It's battle rap. That is a battle I want to see. Booking on Gnome or something like that. I'm down for that battle. Av versus Calico. Not necessarily a battle I'm like, I gotta see it. But if it get booked, I would watch it. I would watch it. That's just what it would be. I would watch the battle. But it ain't like I gotta see it. Like, there's a lot of battles for me that's that way. They not like I gotta see them type battles. That's just what it is. They're not I gotta see it back. There's still a bunch of battles I want to see. I see Coffee talk to Uncle Raw for 15 minutes of fame, and she mentioned she wanted to do the 40 battle, but it's like 40 basically said nah. So we not gonna get that battle. She mentioned Jazz and Shuni the Rapper. I'm here for it. And then I saw something about Coffee and Loso teaming up for Saint the Center. I think that's what they call themselves for Double Impact. That's what I'm saying. When I get into talking about Double Impact and the potential teams, we're going to go more into it. But it's a lot of new potential teams for Double Impact, mixed in with the ones that fans are familiar with. It's a bunch of them. It is. It's a whole bunch of them. Then you got this weekend coming up. I want to say Saturday. Saturday you have two events going down. Queen of the Ring has the dungeon going down. I believe that's in New York. Don't quote me, but I think it's in New York. And you got some dope battles on that card. But you also have um, Bullpen doing an event that's going to be free on their YouTube. You got John John on the card, DNA, Shotgun Shug, and a couple other names. Basically against the next set of bulls as far as bullpen. So those are two cards for Saturday, February 11th. There's some other cards coming up too that I'm gonna get into and talk about that I'm looking forward to. Like, so you just had RBE Divide and Conquer Saturday. Bullpen Queen in the Ring this coming Saturday. The following Saturday, the like 2 Saturdays from now, the 25th, Crohn's Remy Ma, Chrome 23, the anniversary card. Mind you, we only know Hitman Holler versus Easy Block Captain, Prestavia versus Official, Miss Hustle versus Shooting the Rapper, and then Caution versus C3 for the 25K from the women's tournament. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some more battles, but we ain't got them announcements yet. You know, waiting to see what the rest of these battles are. That card's $50. I think I'm gonna be smart and I'm gonna buy it ahead of time before it goes up, because that's kind of what happened to me with this Divine Carter joint. It was 40, then it went up. So I'm gonna be smart and get it ahead of time.